Hey guys, this is Melanie. As most of you know, we have a Facebook group that is specifically for Photoshop edits for Cricut and Silhouette users. In our group, one of the most common requests that we get is how to remove something from an image. Today I thought I'd hop on and show you how you can do that. The image that I'm using is an image from pixabay.com, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I use Pixabay because the license is cut and dried. You can use any image on Pixabay as long as you're adding to it. So you just can't use it as is. I have linked this image below in the description so you can download the image and work along with me. So let's go ahead and get started. The tool we're going to use is called the Clone Stamp tool. So if you don't have the clone tool on the left hand side of your screen, scroll down to the bottom of the tools and you'll see those three dots. Right click and you will find it within this list of tools here. Now the way we use the clone stamp tool is, for instance, on this guy that I want to remove, I'll need to sample an area of the water, which means I'm going to copy that area with my brush. So in order to do that, I'm going to hold Alt, and when you see the crosshairs, you can just click, and when I'm hovering over this area, you can see, do you see where it's putting the water? Now I'm not clicking. In order to cover this guy, I need to actually paint over him. That is how the tool works. Something else I want to show you. Okay, so I've sampled this part of the water, and let's say I'm just painting him out. The crosshair that you see next to my brush, that is showing me what area it's going to paint. So I know if I'm getting out of the area that I need to be in, because it's going to show me. So let's say I sample here and I end up too far from my initial sampled area, and I'm just painting, and do you see what's happened? It didn't remove him, and it actually added a second person. So we don't want to do that. You want to be careful of that. It's always best to work in small sections. So I would just click here and then start working on my guy. And if it about right here, I would need to go ahead and sample another area and continue painting over it. And that's it. And it is all you do. It left a darker area here, so I want to fix that. So I'm going to press Alt, sample that area, and then I'm just going to kind of paint. And then I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to click an area of the water. You don't see much texture in it right here. There we go. The next one we need to remove will be this guy, and you can zoom in if it helps. I'm on a Mac, so anytime I'm using a shortcut and I use Command, you're going to use Control. So I'm going to press Command, you're going to press Control, and the plus and minus button. And that is how you zoom in and out. Now I've zoomed in and I've got the sky on my screen up close and personal. To move my screen over to the side that I need to work on the guy that we're going to remove, I'm going to press the space bar, which brings up this little hand, and just drag my mouse. And that is how I got back over here. So let's go ahead. We're still on the clone stamp. I'm going to press Alt, sample an area, and we're going to start painting this one. Okay, so that one's done. And we had another spot in the sky just to the left of the guy. We're going to zoom in on it. So I've got my clone stamp. I'm going to press the open bracket to make it smaller. I'm going to press Alt and sample an area next to the spot, and I'm just going to paint. And that was nothing to remove. So we've done that. Now let's go to the next one, which is over. I'm going to press Z to zoom in, drag that down, grab my clone stamp again. I made my brush a little bigger so I could show you. Sometimes you can do this in just one click. So I'm going to press Alt, sample the area, and you can see as I'm hovering over that spot, it's showing me how it will cover if I click it. And I'm just going to click. I clicked over the area twice and that spot was gone. Here's the next spot. Again, be sure to switch back to your clone stamp if you used Z to zoom in. And I'm going to use the open bracket to make my brush small. Well, close bracket to make it a little bigger now. I've got my clone stamp, Alt, and there you go. That's gone. And the last thing we're going to remove is this. Looks like maybe a ship in the distance. I'm not sure. So I'm going to hold Alt and click an area next to it. Press the close bracket key. Okay, so I made my brush a little bigger. And now I'm just going to paint over this. And that's it.